A24 has released the trailer for David Lowery's upcoming medieval fantasy adventure, The Green Knight. Over the past 10 years, Lowery has arguably evolved into one of the more fascinating, if still lesser known, writer-directors active today. He's quickly amassed an eclectic filmography composed of crime movies, supernatural dramas, and even a Disney live-action remake, all of which have earned varying degrees of critical acclaim. For his new film, Lowery will continue to mix things up by adapting the famous 14th-century poem, Sir Gawain and the Green Knight. In this version of the Arthurian legend, David Patel stars as Sir Gawain, King Arthur's reckless nephew and the Knight of the Round Table who sets out to confront the Green Knight, Ralph Inson, a gigantic emerald-skinned stranger and tester of men. Interestingly, the film will open just a few weeks after another Patel-led literary retelling, The Personal History of David Copperfield, makes its way across the pond. It hit the UK back in January. With its release date just a few months away, A24 is kicking off the movie's marketing this week. The first trailer for The Green Knight dropped online this morning, following on the heels of yesterday's teaser poster unveiling. You can check out both the trailer and poster in the space below. The Green Knight 2020 poster. Tonally, The Green Knight teaser strikes a dark and ominous tone reminiscent of something like Robert Eggers' folklore horror movie The Witch, a film that, appropriately, also cost Ardenson and Katie Dickey, who plays the Queen to Sean Harris' King Arthur here. The footage is chock full of dreamlike visuals conjured up by Lowery and his A-Ghost Story cinematographer Andrew Draws Palermo, be it the image of an all-too-convincing puppet show or the glimpses of the towering and nightmarish Green Knight himself. Lowery has long demonstrated a mastery when it comes to commanding the mood of his movies, inviting comparisons to storytellers like Terrence Malick, and appears to have an equally firm grasp on the feeling he's going for in The Green Knight. Of course, it helps to have a terrific cast like the one he's assembled for this film, including Joel Edgerton and Alicia Vikander as, respectively, a lord and woman with magical abilities who Gawain encounters on his quest. A24 has positioned The Green Knight to serve as counter-programming to this summer's big-budget tentpoles, much like its Ari Aster horror film, Midsommar, did last year. The movie will open a week after Fast and Furious 9 and face off against Disney and Kenneth Branagh's Artemis Fowl in its opening weekend, but there's not a whole lot of overlap between those films, as far as their target audiences go. Lowery, as mentioned earlier, hasn't seen a whole lot of box office success so far, but that could change with The Green Knight, a movie that has the makings of his most accessible art house offering to date. Failing that, it's just great to know we're getting two promising, not to mention, very different, Dev Patel period dramas within the space of a single month.